Hey, it's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Richard Gomez with the Fresno Green Party.
Correct.
Welcome.
Yes, actually, it's the Fresno County Green Party.
Okay, Fresno
the
County.
Entire county of Fresno.
Cool.
Fresno, yes.
So Richard, we're coming up on the November elections here pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
There's some exciting things going on in the Green Party.
Absolutely.
What would you like to talk about?
Well, first off, I'd like to talk about the fact that the Green Party has 3 candidates in California's congressional district. None, unfortunately, here in the Central Valley, but two down in L.A., Congressional District 34 and Congressional District 40, as well as up north in Congressional District 13. For example, Dr. Rodolfo Barragan is running Congressional District 40. He's a great guy, a young man, got a lot of fire in him. And like I said, this is on the general election here in November.
Right.
And that's a surprise. It's almost difficult for third parties to get into the November.
It's a little tough, but you managed to make it in 3 different districts. Put a lot of work into it, I'll bet.
Absolutely.
And it's paying off.
It is, and we're proud of these 3. The other 2 I want to mention, of course, is Kenneth Mejia. Wonderful guy. Thank you for that picture. He's really a fireball down there.
And where's Kenneth running?
He's running in the 40th district, I believe.
Okay.
And then there's Laura Wells. She's running up in the Bay Area, the Congressional District 13. And one of the things I want to tell people who are here in the Central Valley, because you can probably say, oh, well, that's not out of our district. We got nothing to do with it. But the truth is that we're asking folks to help out by sending them contributions, going to their website, sending them a little something to help them in their race against the incumbents there.
Richard, that brings up a good point, because oftentimes people don't think beyond the boundaries of the district that they live in. And yet, particularly in something like the Green Party, where you have 3 candidates running statewide. And so there's not a candidate in every district. But having 3 candidates is very significant for the Green Party in the general election. So the more support you get, grassroots support from around the state, not only are you getting more awareness throughout the state, but you get your 3 individuals happen to make an impact in this November election. Maybe next time it might be 5, 6, or more districts, and
absolutely,
and you begin to build that network, and you got to do it at some point, and this is the point where you start.
That's true. I mean, we've been trying to do this for years, and it's difficult because, according to our election laws, you literally need a lot of money. I mean, $1 million from a congressional seat. Think about that. $1 million to get into Congress each time. Now, of course, most people don't have that money, so they get a lot of contributions from big corporates who expect them to do their bidding. Not us, not what cares about us. For example, the Green Party is always involved with Medicare for all, the single-payer system. This is where everybody can get medical help. And and some people who have said, well, there's not enough money. Well, that's not true. Because the one thing we do is we take out all the CEOs, the big fat cats who are taking 25 cents out of every dollar that goes into medicine. Instead, that money is used to take care of people for the health care that they and all of us either need or will need soon enough.
I'm at that age where
tell me about it,
a little bit more each year.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. So your 3 candidates, all right, you just talked about health care. What are the issues that they're really, health care, and what else are they really strong for in this upcoming election?
Oh, well, there's a lot of things they're strong for. The idea is that, especially down in L.A., these are 2 very low-income areas, hardly get any money to help their needs. And that's one of the things they're trying to do. There's a battery company that's been deceased for like 20 years now, but the fluids continue to leak into the water. And if you look at Flint, Michigan, I mean, we heard that 5 years ago.
Right.
They still haven't done anything.
That's true.
That's horrible. I mean, when Ford says the water is too bad for their cars, they're able to switch it. But for the people in Flint, Michigan, still not. Yeah. So What we're talking about is people who are going to say, yes, we're going to make some changes over here because that's what we need to do. It's simply the world is changing. Even the economy has to change because it's simply where the rich get too rich and the poor get too poor. Something's bound to happen. So the question is, we got to change that method. And so it's not going to be easy, but the opportunity is here and it is now.
There you go.
You can't go waiting on Democrats forever.
There you go. So I'm interested. I've watched this. You fired me up, but I need somebody to get a hold of. Who do I get a hold of, and how do I do that, Richard?
Well, right now here in Fresno County, that technically is me.
Okay.
We do have a board that meets once every month, and we love to hear from people because eventually one day we like to have green candidates here in Fresno County. But of course, as you know, we have a big ag business out there. It's tough, to say the least.
Okay. We got a phone number.
Yes. Right now, you can contact me at area code 559-408-3320. They do have a website at fresnogp.org.
FresnoGP.org?
Correct.
Do we have a Facebook page by chance?
Of course we do.
There you go.
And you can even use my Facebook, Richard Gomez. I have a lot of Green Party stuff that's going on in there, too. We don't have a Twitter yet, but then who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's every day more chaos.
That's true.
Anyway,
okay.
Richard, thank you for coming on. Good luck with your candidates. You know, if you feel in your heart that the Green Party's where you need to be, Richard's the guy you need to get a hold of. And I'll see you when we get back.
Thank you, folks. Take care.
Vigário Geral é uma das mais de 600 favelas do Rio de Janeiro. Uma favela que foi considerada a Bósnia brasileira. Aqui fui nascido e criado. Enquanto as crianças que moram fora da comunidade eram embaladas, elas dormiam com cantigas de niná, nós, quando éramos pequenos, dormíamos ao som do tiro, ao som das pessoas gritando, ao som da violência.
Posso sair daqui pra me organizar, posso sair daqui pra me organizar, posso sair daqui pra desorganizar. Da lama ao caos, do caos à lama, o homem roubado nunca se engana.
E infelizmente o Anderson perdeu o irmão dele.
Pô, por que eles querem se matar? Por que dessa violência, esse ódio? E se pensa, né, como combater essa violência. E fui começando a prestar atenção, usar a música, a cultura como instrumento da mudança. Do Afro-Reggae com tráfico, ela sempre houve, mas de cada um jovem que a gente tirava, tinha 3, 5 esperando. Pra gente era legal, porque a gente pelo menos tinha tirado uns, mas